Hello and welcome to the Midwest Mainline that is currently not electrified. That is what we're doing today. It's going to be an engineering challenge, that's for sure. Not for the electrification itself, but for where the overhead wires decide to place their feet over junctions. That's going to be the problem. It doesn't affect the actual gameplay, but it does look a bit pants. That's all I'll say on that. So we've got to probably rework some of these junctions. I gave it a little go over where we're looking towards Minneapolis, and there are some issues that I need to sort out. There goes the oil train, the refined oil train that we were sat on. Not in CSX colours. No, I was corrected in the comments. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. It's always good to know. It is actually Santa Fe's blue and yellow. There is a giveaway which I'll show you shortly. And funnily enough, Santa Fe is the colour scheme of our passenger trains that are running up and down here as well. Now, before we get going with the electrification, I'm nervous. No, anxious, not nervous. It's one of those where it could go horribly wrong. But yes, before we get to going with that, I've been looking on the workshop. It might be something we do towards the end of the series that doesn't affect the save game or the achievements, because we are aiming for an achievement in this one, which is the connect all industries to your on the map via your transport network. Once that's done, I've seen a few relevant reskins of some of the boxcars. There's SOO or SOO, I don't know how you pronounce it. There's a boxcar with that livery on it, and there's also some Canadian Pacific. There we go. Yes, right. Let's get on with it, shall we? Because we've got a lot to do. Ooh, went through the station. See this at the front? It's sort of Santa Fe. This is what this colour scheme is. There are some Canadian Pacific reskins as well, I believe, of this train. So it's something we could possibly do at the end. Now, remember that little picture on the front. And if we go all the way over here, let's follow it at the front. There you go. It's a similar thing. That's the Santa Fe sort of logo thing that's on the front. I did research it. I'm guessing that's what's on the front of the passenger train, or a version of it. But yeah, that's what colour scheme that is. There's a bit too much yellow for CSX. So well spotted. Anyhow, that's not what we're doing today, although I do want to change something on this now that it's got going. I want to manage the line, and you're going to hold up at the refinery. We're going over here, and we're going to start, guys. We're going to start. This is the beginning. Watch it all go horribly wrong instantly. We're going to open this, and we're going to use the upgrade tool, or the electrification tool. It says it there. And we're going to begin. And then once we've got it in, we'll check all the junctions. And you see, this bit's easy. We'll check all the junctions and make sure none of the poles are doing anything ridiculous. We're going to do it all as well for this section up here. All the way down here. We're not going to have freight, which is running electric locos. Oops, clicked the wrong one. Eventually, we will have express freight. This is going to take a decade to do. It'll be worth it, right? It'll be worth it. We might have to redo this bridge at some point. There's a faster bridge that unlocks. I don't know whether it's unlocked yet. It might be. We don't really have any trains that are pushing top speed at that point. Okay. Do we need to do it from this point? Yeah, do you know, we'll just keep it like this up until the main junction here. Because it would make sense for it to be like this. To run these things across. Yes, good description of what they are. The catenary masts, poles, thingies. We'll stick with thingies. But they'd probably run them across from one side of the track to the other. But that's what I'm going to do. We may need to, as I said, figure out some of these junctions. There's no doubt it's going to make a right pig's ear of the placement of the feet. And again, if you're not bothered about that, then leave them as is, and this is all you'd have to do to electrify your mainline. So we've done. Now we need to go and check that any of these are not over the track. See, that's fine. It's a bit close and a bit weird, but it works, right? It works. That's fine. I don't know why this is still slow track either. We could upgrade that. There we go. Now it looks a bit better. Let's check the other junctions. We don't have one here. I like this section. We only have freight crossing over freight. Oh, I still don't like that, but it doesn't go over the actual rail itself, even though it looks iffy, shall we say. What I would do in my playthrough, I'm not going to do this with you guys, but I'd move these so that there's one either side of the pole or the mast there. Something like this. I'll do this one. I would just move them. So, oh, yes, one way. Well, it doesn't matter because you're not going to get on here anyway, going the wrong direction. But I just do that so they're either side for visibility. Absolutely not needed. And you could do the same with these, you see, on the other side so that they're nice and uniform. Since we don't have gantries running across with where you can place the signals on, you can do that. This makes me sad. Very, very sad. It's probably acceptable. It's just a bit close. Ideally, you want the feet never to touch this bit of ballast here. That is super close. Right, this is why it's paused though. This has got to go. We've got to rework this junction. Which is fine. If that's what we've got to do, that is what we've got to do. Yes, that'll do. We can upgrade. Not all of it. Just upgrade the bit I want. That one and that one. And we'll run high-speed track into there as well. You do get an idea, for instance, if you run it across like this. As you can see, that one is doing its thing, as it did before, which would make sense. And then when you came to do this one, the same, and we look down, there's the one that goes right over the track. So if you accept that, that's not acceptable, is it? No, it's not. So we're going to have to rework the junction. There's no way we're getting over the top or underneath. But we can't go underneath anyway. We're about sea level, so we'll end up in a big puddle. So what we're going to have to do is put our thinking shoes on. Figure out another way to get across at speed and still make the track look pleasant. And I have an idea. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of this signal. We've got to rework the junction. That's what we've got to do. Get rid of that one. That one's fine. It's on the other side. Right, let's give this a go. I've not tried anything. Now, can we go across like this? And will that affect us? We might even be able to get some decent speed. I think 50 will be fine to go across, providing it doesn't do that. Well, that is awful. Are you going to disappear? Where are you going to disappear from? Can we just get... Oh, did it go? No. We've got a problem. We've got a problem. We'd have to go something like that, wouldn't we? One at a time. This is going to extend this junction no end. Goodness me. I guess we shouldn't aim for really high speeds then. 50? 50 might do it. As long as it's not messing up the track. Now you know why I kept putting off this. It's fine. It's fine. This is what we're going to have to do. As long as it works. Now, will that allow us to cross over? We are sort of heading the right way. Stay flat. Oh no, look, it's already messed it up. Well, we'll try it. We'll put it in there. And we'll put it in there. No. 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 We've got to go further still. Awkward. What can you do, right? This is the challenge that's been presented us. I don't even think electrifying it will help. I don't know. We're going to have to do some shenanigans. We're going to have to go up like that. And then, where is the switch? I've lost the switch. Up like that. See, this sort of track works. I mean, it's just the way it is, isn't it? Just the way it is. And then, can we keep going at 50? And out. I mean, it's a bit of a lengthy junction now. We can keep speed. I mean, it's a quick junction. 50 miles an hour to get across here is pleasant. We've just come a little bit further out this way. Which, actually, looking at it, isn't going to be too bad for us. I think we're going to be able to pick up even better speed. Perhaps this is just a better junction. 75. Yeah, we only dropped to 65 there. Oh, it's beautiful. Well, game, you've forced my hand. And you've kind of done a good job, haven't you? Look at you go. Yep, I mean, we're clear. We're clear, Mum. We're going to have to do that now on many other junctions. Is that acceptable? I mean, it's close, isn't it? Please, Urban, if you can find it somewhere in your heart to fix that for me. I'm probably the only one who complains about it. It would be nice. I don't know whether if we stick with 50. That's what it was anyway. Why don't you just look at this before you place it in? Oh, it went there. There. It doesn't matter about... well, no, that will vanish, wouldn't it? Go in there. Have we done it? Is this it? Guys. Guys. Look at the span on that. See, I don't mind this. I would take a large span over feet in my track. Wouldn't you? We've got to shuffle this line again. Might have to plant some more trees. It's looking a bit... or we can do some wastelandage around here. It's not finalised yet, though. Oh, look, that actually is nice. I don't mind the little wiggle there. We'll have fast track. I don't mind the little wiggle. We could maybe tidy this up as well. Let's just run it all the way up there. We don't need a kink in the track, do we? That's unnecessary. And then this whole section is up to this switch here. Beautiful. Yeah, should we have some wasteland here? Since we're doing a bit of detailing. We are going to have a freeway of some sort crossing over like this. And part of the freeway is going across here and connecting into there. Well, it's not a freeway. This would be the access to the freeway. It's going to run to that side of Grand Rapids, and then we'll have an entrance that side going over this highway, and then we can come down in the back there. So we got that would be north and south. So looking forward to doing that. We're not doing it just yet though. Electrification first. What was I saying? Yes, we could paint it, couldn't we? We could give it, we don't want it maximum strength, something like that. Decent size. Do we have any dirt? Could we just take some of this out so it looks like we've done some work around here, and the grass isn't as grown as it should be. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Like that. I like that. Right, and then we can bring it down and get some different stuff. Brown some dead grass. Yeah, sure. Like that. Put some of that in. Adds a bit to it, doesn't it? To the junction. Oh, I like that. That looks nice, doesn't it? We can even add a bit of gravel, couldn't we? Just to the edges. Just bits of gravel. Actually, this needs to be quite a bit smaller. Not that small, goodness me. Just on this ridge here, going around the corner. Push that strength up for this. There we go. Just a bit. Going around this corner. So it looks like some work has been done. There we go. Oh, that's better. I like that build in more. Oh, I've got carried away with doing some detail-y stuff. What other colours do we have? That's not how that works. Is that a bed of gravel? Oh, there. Yep. Add that to it. It just looks like they were digging the ground up around here. Right, let's smooth this out. Just a little bit. Around here. And at the junction now, because our junction's in a different place. There we go, guys. Are we happy with that? Now it looks like a bit of waste ground. Yeah, that'll do. Bit of texture to the scenery. So what am I missing? We need some new signals. Look at this. This is perfect. Let's get some new signals in there. One way, a little bit off the junction. Just in case someone overruns it. We don't want them leaning forward onto the main line, do we? And now you're going to be stopping here on the passenger line. And you're in the same place for the other line. The freight line. I don't mind the passenger line waiting back there. There's more chance of a faster passenger train tripping this signal before the closer signal. So that sort of gives priority to the passenger trains in very rare cases. We're good, aren't we? We're good. That's all we need on there. We don't want to put signals anywhere else, as we could sit across the tracks, and that's not a good thing. There we go, guys. One junction done. See, we got a work cut out for us. What about over here? I saw an issue here. Yeah, that's to be expected. That it doesn't like this where you cross over. So we're going to have to rework it and do the wiggles, or see if it will just do it anyway. I'm actually going to upgrade these to high-speed track now. We are going to need that. This entire section is going to be high-speed, including where the freight runs as well. Because the only freight running down here is going to be express freight. And that's the delivery of our tools and construction materials. I mean, it's not really express freight, but for us it is. We'll think of it as delivering all the things to the city. So it could have food wagons on there and all sorts. We'll see how this goes though. There we go. You've finally got fully upgraded tracks, guys. We're going to need to do signals as well. But we're not finished. We've got to sort out this junction somehow. It's going to be a bit awkward, isn't it? I mean, it might just work. You can see the foot there. This crossing might be an issue. It might be time to remove the crossing, because it's causing us problems. Depends if we can get a crossing time, which we can't, can we, at all? Yeah, I knew this was going to be an issue. It doesn't matter where we put it, you can see that foot just here. Let's try moving this road. We might need to make some sort of bridge across both of these. Right. Don't do silly things with your feet. No, it doesn't matter, does it, where I put this? It's not going to work. You're going to have to do a slow junction. I mean, the other option is we just straight up connect it and use the actual line and not this one at all. Oh yeah, we're going to have to remove these signals and redo them. They're broken. That's fine. I mean, in reality, you're not changing junctions in real life all the time, are you? So it's just one of the things you have to do. Part of upgrading. Well, you could have had them really sat with the mast there, couldn't you? It is far enough away from the switch. There we go. Not a complete disaster. Oh, you're broken. Get rid of that. We might need to do some stuff with our trains here. Yeah, we don't have a connection. Do we have room to send a crossing over? I mean, it's not really the place to have a crossing, but it does look like we have a little bit of room between these two switches. We've got enough on our plate right now without having to worry about redoing the road network. So if we can we? It's sort of there, isn't it? Well, all right. I say we go for something like this then. Yeah, definitely. I don't like the way you go down over the other side though. If we put that in there and then come out like that, do your work. Hey guys, we fixed it. We managed to squeeze in a crossing again. The road isn't quite in the right place. You're kind of going to have to do some weirdness, aren't you? Over here, that's fine. Because if we put a harbour in, we can run by the side of the railroad here. I like this. That makes me overly happy. I remember in Fort Worth, they had roads either side. of the railroad. It was like running here, and it's like a street as well, not like a highway. All you're doing is driving next to the train. Okay, this junction, please. Well, wait, do any trains even use this? Our grain train. We need to re-divert that, don't we? This isn't supposed to be a thing anymore, this one. Let's force a hand, guys. We're going to redo the... oh, no. Oh, there. I got it. I saw it. We're going to have to redo the grain train. You remember my plan to divert it? Well, it's happening today. Oh, dear. What are you doing? You can find a place to delete this. It's got to be in here somewhere. Where's the little bit? I'd rather not delete the whole thing, but if you're going to make me, I'm going to do it. Hello? Fine, we'll delete the whole thing. Not like it's hard to redo. Let's get back in here. I'll probably edit down this work that I'm doing, because there's a lot of faffing about that you just have to work on. I don't know why you're doing that. You should be a single... let's rework this junction, because I don't like that. There should be no reason now to run it that way. So I'd like to rework it. I'd actually like to bring this in and run this straight across. Natural with the track. Natural? You can't have a natural track, can you? They don't grow. They're not created by nature. Well, we're part of nature, aren't we? So they are sort of created by nature. But you know what I mean. How have you done with your feet? You're a bit close, but you know what? Given what... Oh, no. No. Oh, do you know, guys? Awkward. Anyway. You want to go in there somehow. I'm sad now. I'm sad all this hard work I did is all being undone. Well, I mean, you've got a better speed now, and this junction does look better. Except for this, what's going on. It's almost tempting, isn't it, to do similar to this here and go over the top. What trains will use that? Our express train? That would use it. What else would use it? It would take us off the passenger commuter. Let me just see. Can we get up there fast enough? If we just come straight off like that, can we get up and over at a decent speed? I think we might be able to. It's not really what I wanted to do today. Yes, maybe. I mean, I'd prefer it to be steep, but it's never going to stop, is it? It's just going straight over there. Yes. It's a bit tall, isn't it? Could have been a bit lower. I'll tell you what we'll do then. This looks like it's going to be a thing for us. What we can do is sort of get the angle here by using the period and comma keys and go across. We do want the freighty type bridge. Is that a little bit too high? It's a little bit too high. We shift, comma. Is that a bit better? Yes. With that one, yeah. That's sort of working for me. You're still a bit high, really, aren't you? You could possibly go a bit lower. That's better. Remember, this bit of track isn't going to be here. Okay. You're only just touching the top of the... That's about as good as we'll get it, I think. We'll go with that one. Oh, it's kind of nice, isn't it? So we can get rid of this track now. Crossing over. It no longer crosses over the main line. Because this is becoming a major junction that gets snarled up quite frequently. Instead, because we're heading uphill, you see, this actually makes me happy. Let's get this in. If you look here, we are heading uphill. We have no other reason. Oh, that looks rather nice. Guys, I'm going to take it. No more snarl-ups. If we can get in here. I mean, it is rather steep, admittedly. However, it's not too bad, is it? If we go here, we're going pretty straight there instead. Let's do it. Oh, no, not there. Come on, get this one. Nope. Just get the edge of this brick. Oh, dear. Can we go from here instead, then? Get that bridge. Get the bridge. I saw it. Guys. Oh, that's even better. Could we have two different parts of it? Oh, do you know? Oh, do you know? Yeah, we'll sort the feet out in a second. I sort of like that. I sort of like it. I'm not quite convinced. I want the runoff to be the concrete-y type. Oh, you won't find it there. I want the runoff to be the concrete one, but the over the track to be with the girders. So it's like leading up to it. Do we like that? I don't like this. Can we... There we go. We'll draw that there. That's better. That's nice. Feet are missing there. We've got this bit here. We've got the road. It's separate. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm sort of glad we're having to do this. It's making me think a little bit about how we can improve the network. As long as this bit looks all right. Coming off here, it does. Yes. Can we get us... We don't want all this being grass, do we? Get us the paint tool. Get this gravel. We'll just... there we go. We're going to have all of this like a mottled gravel thing. Maybe with a few strands of weeds going through there. Yes. I like it. You get the odd weed growing through, don't you? They're quite resilient. Same on this side. Look like it's been built up, which it has. There we go. And same here. I'm actually going to colour most of this in. Like that. All of this at that junction. You asked for detailing. Well, one of you did. Or some of you do. Some of you like me detailing these things. There we go. Tidy that up a touch. Want it to make it look like it's supposed to be there. Or like it's been built correctly. There we go. Get some grass back on that. Yeah, it's nice and gentle up there. Like it was forever supposed to be that way. I do like that a lot more now. Well, this electrification may take a couple of episodes. What are you thinking? Oh dear. Whatever got it into my head that I'd do this in an episode? You know I would get carried away. Oh, that's kind of nice, but not right. Can we undo that bit, please? Get rid of that. There we go. Don't want that in there. You can see my thinking. However, concrete. Do we have concrete? Asphalt. Coal. Ooh, that's nice. Wheat. Riverbed. Oh, there's ballast. You could extend the ballast. I don't think that's what that would be, though. It would be more like asphalt. Possibly, yes. There we go. Because that's barely asphalt. That looks kind of nice like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I sort of like that, guys, because it looks more like a concrete wall, doesn't it? Like it's been built up over the top there. Oh, yeah. Is that better? Does that look like it's supposed to be like that? Can we do the same around here? Are we going to get metro liners on? I will stop myself, if necessary, from detailing this, just to get them on. I'm looking forward to seeing how the trains go through there now. That should speed up our network, shouldn't it? There we go. We have a brand new flying junction, which is great because you've got the one coming across here, the one going across there, and this one can scoot up and off. There's two trains using that one. Okay, next junction. This is it. This is what we're doing today. Acceptable. I'm not going to mess with that. That's fine. Yes, you're fine. Right, all the way over here. And we've got to rework this now. This is no longer going up there. In fact, it's just going to be a single track. What I might do, though, is leave the actual train there. No, not the train. Partially tracked down here. We can see the... No, not that. We can see the remnants of how the track evolved and became what it is on the finished map. You'll be like, I remember when that was double tracked. And how do we get the ballast, don't we? We get the ballast. I saw it at the end. If we get the ballast down here, this is where the track used to run. In fact, get the strength up there, like that. This is where the track ran, but now it's a dead end. Does that look good? In fact, could we run the track? Am I going a bit crazy with this? I know, I am, aren't I? Then we can run it up there like that. And then technically, you can have it do something like this. So it's like a runoff with a slow connection, like that. There you go. Do you know what? I love that. It's beautiful. Okay. This isn't going to work because we're not finished. We're never going that way either. We've got to somehow now head out this way and plow through his fields. Not plow his fields, but actually plow through them. Which means we can't have... Oh dear, what have you started, man? Well, you fixed that and it looks fine now. That's going to speed up that bit of the junction too, isn't it? Goodness me. Well, I'm sort of happy. Oh dear, my word. What an absolute... Oh, that's awful. I was never happy with this junction, to be honest with you. So that might be a saving grace as well. Let's rework it. I was never happy with this. This and none of this. I didn't like it, any of it. So we're going to rework it and we're going to make it faster. It will be tempted to have a flyover here at some point. I will say that. But we're going to do this the better way. Well, whether it's better or not is debatable. As long as our feet don't interfere, I don't mind. Nah, you're not going to do it, are you? We're going to have to slow right down coming into here. Unless we went... No, then you've got the same issue going the other way. Yeah, well, this is ridiculous now. You're not going to get over there, are you? You are, but now you're slowing down to 27. Oh, maybe I could balance this out better. Hey, trial and error, guys. We could knock it back, actually, thinking about it. We're going to have to get across. In fact, we're going to have to knock this right back because we have to get across there as well, and we could use the same crossover now. So if we went into here and was quick across, so 50. 50 is really quick for a junction, especially outside a station. That's pretty nippy, isn't it? And then we did 50 here. Are you making a meal of your feet? No, you're not. And then we did 50 there. Can we do 50? Can I get a 50? Stop trying to go and join with that one. You're not supposed to. 55, that will do. Right, then that's it. We're across really quickly. And then this one, with no electrification, goes up into here. And it's actually quicker. What have you done? That was perfect. Get up there. In fact, it will be 60. No, we can go stick with 50, can't we? Because that's 55. That'll do. Little wiggle at the end there's fine. And then we'll connect that back up. And hopefully what we end up with is a faster junction without any ridiculous feet in the way. Bit close, but acceptable. A bit close, but acceptable. Same with that one. I'll take it. Right, and then we got signals here. These are going to be the signals. It's about time you were upgraded. You're on an electrified mainline. Then we'll get the trains on. The unfortunate thing is we've got to... Oh no, we've got to do the other thing. We've got to do the grain train, haven't we? You're a bit close to the junction now, aren't you? No, you can be a clearing signal. I don't think you can block anything of interest. Possibly. I don't know, we'll try that. This one no longer is required. Did you move the feet? Oh, I panicked. It moved the feet. Right. Oh, how are we going to do that? This grain train's going to have to wait. Should we put a temporary one in for now? Oh, you can't just put a temporary one in, can you? Because you've just reworked all of that. Well, guys, we'll do this next week as well. We're going to put a temporary crossover here somewhere. And we're going to have to, aren't we? It's the only way we can get across now. And we'll ignore the feet for a minute. Right, because we need to fix the grain train. There's no way we're fitting an entire grain train rebuild. But we can get back in there and it's already painted. It almost did a good job of it. We'll have to fix that signal. Then we've got to go and look at everything and change the trains over. That's been an episode, hasn't it, of electrification. We're not done either. We're not done. This is okay. How does this one look? This one should be okay. A bit close, but acceptable. We could probably improve it a little bit. This one's okay. What about all the way up here? We've actually, the only one we've got is just here. How are you looking? Not bad. Guys, we're in. Let's see if we can't figure Grand Rapids lines report the following problems. What is up with you? What's up with you? Nothing's up with you. What have I put in? Have I put in a one-way signal here? Of course you have. Boom! Fixed. Right, that is the temporary thing done. Now then, let's quickly change these trains. Farewell, Santa Fe Beastie Boy. Well, all of these, they're all going to be changed. We're going to have these as the new havens, I believe. That's what was decided in the comments. Manage vehicles. Let's replace you all with, because we can have electric now. Electric locomotives. We're going to have the multiple units. These metro liners running the little shuttle service. It carries 81. It's about the electrical version of it. It doesn't have the most amount of power, but these New Haven EP5s, lovely, aren't they? They only do 87 miles an hour, unfortunately. But saying that, they've got some oomph to them. Absolutely have, haven't they? Wouldn't that be better? This looks like a better train to me. Surely that will get up to speed, and it's required for the hill climb. I mean, it's alright. It's just the 87 miles an hour is a bit meh. I'd rather go closer to 100. Should we try that? Do you know what? We'll have it on briefly. Passenger wagons. Because we've got these, haven't we, as well, that we're putting on. These new metro liners. Although, that's a bit overkill. You only want these. Should we put these on, just for now? We want the capacity at roughly the same, 114. Mediocre. No, you're fine. You do maximum speed. We've got no high grades. So we're doing that, guys. 67.1 million. Because I just want to take a look at those. Get those on. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, I'm glad we're putting these on. Right, and then the other one is the metro liners. They all kept their names. That's beautiful. And these are going to be the metro liners. Managed vehicle. Oh, actually more capacity. That's nice. Let's get electrical multiple units on. Add that. Replace for 20. Look at us spending the money. And then we'll end it, guys. Hopefully everything just works. Let's take a look. Oh, it's quieter, isn't it? There we go. There's our metro liner, all peaceful. He's nice, isn't he? Do we like that? I like that. Finally, electrified. I guess we go and jump on one of our trains, and then we have... There he goes. And there goes our express service. Oh, the quietness. Maybe that'll help our towns as well. Isn't that beautiful? Look at him catching. Look at that. Bye. We're an express service. Now, the thing with the little metro liners here, they don't have the most amount of power for acceleration. But these mainline services look like they're going to get up to speed. Which is not 99, unfortunately. We'll get a better loco soon. What do you reckon, guys? Are we happy with that? Do you like our new flyover? Do you like the electrification? We've got to fix the grain train. Ignore that bit. But that's it, guys. Let's jump on board one going the other way, because I want to go through that again. Where are you? Because we've got this junction as well. What are you waiting for? Oh yeah, it's going to be a longer junction, isn't it? There's not much we can do about that. That signal there is clear. You should cross now, shouldn't you? Yep, there you go. Just double checking. That's been a long one. Let's get on board the metro liner thingy, whatever it's called. Yes, I think that's what it's called. We're going to have to finagle this a little bit and kind of sit shotgun on it, because we've got issues. We might hit our face on every pole though. That's unfortunate. No, we can't do it, and the windows are a bit rubbish. Can we sit on top? Maybe. I'll find us a nice place to sit on top. Ooh, that's kind of a nice view, like that. Guys, I sort of like this. It's very dangerous. Don't recommend it. That has been episode 25. We've electrified the passenger main line. We have our trains running. We have a new flyover. We've reworked some junctions. That signal is broken, unfortunate. That signal is broken. Got to fix that too. But we'll be doing that. When I come back, we'll get that grain train rerouted. We'll get rid of this junction. And the other junction up yonder near Minnesota. No, we're in Minnesota, near Minneapolis. Dear oh dear. I'm thinking, you say, don't let me think. It's a bad idea. I forget how to talk. Right. Yeah, I probably chose the wrong profession then. That is it. We've got so many broken signals. Just stop looking at them. So until next time, take care.